Well, how y'all doing? I hope y'all fine, man. I hope everything is going great. Well, as for me, I've been doing research. I've been doing a lot of reading. You know what I'm saying? Been reading a lot about Suge Knight's ex-wife. You know how she's coming out with a book. Tanique just did a video on it. Been checking up a lot about her. Very smart woman, up in the reg, very truthful. I mean, I got a lot more to learn about her, but she's something else. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna bullshit you. But what I really did the video was Netflix now is, as you can see, Netflix right now. Netflix right now is doing episodes of Biggie and Tupac's documentary, and they trying to solve a murder. Well, both murders, as they say. It says unsolved. The murders of Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G. Episode 1 review. Jimmy Simpson hosts together a fraction show. You see? I'm going to keep reading down below. It was written by Rick Worth, 19th of 2018. I don't know why it's not showing it, but there you go. June 19th, 2018. And now I'm going to read you the article. And it says, Meet Unsolved, a new anthology series from USA Network, showing on Netflix in the UK, detailing semi fictionalized, believe it or not, unsolved crimes. Its first season takes on the murders of Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, aka Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, with its very first episode, including viewers to 3 eras of a case covered in a web or push pins and red strings. We begin in 2007 with Josh Duhamels, whatever. Let me see, Duhames, Duhamels, Detective Greg Caden, reopening the case under the premise that Violetta Wallace, which is Biggie's mom, believes that the police were involved in the murder of her son and is suing them for a potential $400 million. It's all there in the article. It's all there. It's all there in the article. And it goes down. It says, then there's the 1997 threat, which follows, Westworld's Jimmy Simpson and Jimmy McShane as detectives Russell Poole and Fred Miller assigned to the Biggie's case a month after his murder. The third time frame is 1993, where we see the first meeting between Biggie and Tupac, the start of their so-called friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like basically saying the burgeoning friendship. Like it's seen ultimately as rivalries that would never be, but the friendship got real cool. It got real to the case. You understand? Hello, 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 hello. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a minute. Yep. I guess it didn't ring. Then it goes on to say, starting with the headliners Biggie and Tupac, or explore their stories in this these first episode, because what we're shown are small vintage and sections they feature and feel like interruptions. None of these threads feel like they fit together because of tone, performances, and purposes, but Biggie and Tupac received the worst of it. This is a shame because Wavy Jones, Biggie, and Mark Rose, Tupac, who played the characters of Tupac and Biggie, strike an almost spooky resemblance to the rap legends. And it goes on to say, where was I? Where was I? Oh, a stronger concentration in their relationship might have given the show a better focus. It's all there. I'm not bullshitting you. It's all there. Now we go. Duhama's arc is also un unrewarding. So is he acting? So basically just saying, what role is he playing? You understand? Is he playing the acting role, or is he playing an unrewarding ward, which is basically, playing the truth? What is it? His character isn't intriguing or enunciated as his main goal to put together his investigation team. Doesn't it really generate any tension or gives us any hopeful exposition as to why this case is so important in the first place? Speaking of exposition, the show is on unsteady ground with what it expects its audience to know going on. There are references to the likes of Johnny Cochran and Suge Knight, but the show doesn't always tell the viewers what their own presence means. If you didn't know, if you didn't already know about the Rodney King rise and the O.J. Simpson trial, the stakes of a celebrity race crime in L.A. might not be clear if you don't know the inner workings of Death Row Records. You could probably deduce the Suge Knight is not a nice man. Basically just portraying him to being a thug, basically portraying him just to being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? And knowingly that Suge Knight ain't got nothing to do with Tupac murder or Biggie murder, they still call him that. Imagine that. But Puff Daddy is still out there in the streets, rumbling the streets, making hundreds of millions of dollars in Biggie's name. Okay. Thankfully, Jimmy Simpson does a lot of heavy lifting to keep the show on track. Okay, the 1997 time frame feels like a real crime show because we get to see actual detectives working. Simpson's character is a through and pragmatic by the book cop who is an expert on gangs, able to move out of police preconceptions of gangster rap to understanding each and everyone's case. The roots of his dedication is unclear to begin with, but just as the audience asks themselves, what's this guy's story? He's frustrated, his partners let us know. Simpson's character is the driving force behind the show, and his notable absence from the '07 Lifeline is intriguing, given that we know the case is unsolved. Not only is it the name of the show, a title card at the end of the episode slaps you in the face with it. What keeps us interested is how we get from Simpson's detective pool investigating the case in 1997 to Biggie's bomb suing the police in 2007. It's all there. Hold on. It's all there. It's all there, man. It's all there. If you read, it's all there. And it keeps going. One unusual aspect of the show is how the murder are present at times more like a documentary rather than drama. At one point during the description of Biggie's shooting, actual footage of the night in question is apprehensive or it sort of like it's kept away. Like they really don't want to put it out there. It's like an interspread. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what they're saying is it's still in question. It's still in doubt. What are they really doing? Why are they fictionizing the real version of what really happened and just putting out there what they want you to believe, and they deceive you, you know what I'm saying, in that type of pattern. Hold on, I'm doing something. I'm doing something. Give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it keeps going. This has the opposite effect than that intended. The courtroom dialogue and level of detail that the characters go into regarding the case leaves you feeling that perhaps this story would have been more compelling as a document in the first place. As a document. So they didn't even want to make this like a show. They didn't even want to make it a story. They wanted to make it more a document. And you know, documents on Netflix, they hit big because these people try to go all the way and try to really find out what the fuck is going on. So that would have been something big. But let's keep going. Add to that, of the 6 or 7 potential lead characters, only Simpson is substantially developed. Is another 9 hours of worthwhile investment. Is it even enough time for the show to equivalently deal with its various arcs and characters? There aren't enough clues, twists, or compelling characters in this episode to sink or teeth into. This show is only going to work for fans of Biggie and Tupac, or people who just need more Jimmy Simpsons in their lives, case closed. So basically, this is not even, you know, I'm trying to find an actual murderer or what happened in the case, you know what I'm saying, of Biggie and Tupac. No. It has nothing to do with it at all. So now what I'm trying to say to myself, or trying to find to myself, so why would you even make this show? Why would you even make this possible? Why would you even condone to this if you know that's what you was going to get? You understand what I'm saying? So if you're just looking for a beneficiary, you know what I'm saying, to a documentary and not trying to explore what really happened and get to the bottom of it, it's just something that you just lacking on to make money in. And that's the feeling I'm getting. It's just something to just keep us on edge and just keep us up guard, or what, you know what I'm saying, Tupac and Biggie's fans think, and what his people think, and how they live their everyday life, and how they could get an aspect of the detectives, how they moved on an everyday basis following Tupac and Biggie, and even working for Tupac and Biggie. That type of shit. It's not really saying, okay, this is the guilty motherfucker, this is the guilty motherfucker, this is the guilty motherfucker. It's not saying none of that. All it's just saying is just episodes that they'll be doing just to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how the fans will react and how the fans will feel about a documentary. They didn't even want to do the show. They didn't even want to do the episodes. Exactly, bits and pieces of whatever happened, but they don't actually put the real actual truth, you know what I'm saying, like they supposed to. It's like the Donnie Brasco interview, the real Donnie Brasco. He said there's a lot of things that they didn't put in the movie when they did Donnie Brasco. And one of them is how much Donnie Brasco really respected, you know what I'm saying, the dude that played the part of Al Pacino in the movie, that Al Pacino played his part. How much he respected Gangster, because Gangster gave his life for him, and Gangster put his life on the line plenty of times for the real Donnie Brasco. So a mission that only was going to take 6 months for Donnie Brasco took 6 years. And still, after they went to Miami and they had that issue that the FBI busted in and busted them down, that even, what's his name? Oh my God, the leader, man. I'm thinking about the leader. What is his name? But anyway, the leader knew something was wrong and somebody was rotten, and somebody was ratting it out, or somebody was working with the police. He just knew it. And what happened? The same dude that Al Pacino played in the part of the movie, he gave his motherfucking word again about Donnie Brasco, and Donnie Brasco never got suspected because of him. But once they found out that Donnie Brasco was the motherfucking FBI, that was it for homeboy. He died for Donnie Brasco. He got killed for Donnie Brasco. So you see, there's a lot of things in movies that they don't put. And you absolutely right, Clark. So that's why I'm saying you was gonna grab a perfectly example of what making money out of Tupac legacy was all about. That's all that was gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? And it needs to motherfucking stop, because in general, man, it doesn't need to even be this way. Why are we doing this? You understand? We need to expose the truth the way the truth is. That's why I don't believe shit that what they said about Elvis or Marilyn Monroe or Pimp C or so many others like John Lennon and all of them. You understand what I'm saying? And fucking Kurt Cobain and you know what? They probably even they try to do, just put it in every motherfucking big time person that dies, and then they act like they got their whole movie. They put their whole fucking life out there. And in their own way, they don't actually get the real true story of how everything really went. Everybody thought that Scarface died, the real Scarface. Scarface went to prison. He even got a book out now. You know, like, come on now. If you want to talk about motherfuckers that really made their life, yeah, I do. You got to put the real, yeah, you got to put the real story together. That's real talk. It's just like Tupac. Yo, the man said he was going to do what no man has ever done. And what did he do? He fucking became Machiavelli. So you see, that's a story. You haven't found the body. You haven't found the man yet. You don't even know where this man is at. Do you understand? What's up, Ganja Man Mox? You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like this. If you're going to do a documentary just to live off the legacy of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur, go suck a dick. You're supposed to put the real truth out there. Why you going to put its bits and pieces? And then on top of that, you pronounce how much Biggie's mom is suing the LAPD for $400 million. Do you know how many people are going to stay tuned? But they're not going to get the truth because they just admitted it. They admitted it through their own words. You saw that I showed it to y'all. They admitted it. They didn't even want to make it a show. They wanted to make it more into a documentary because they know what a documentary they will get paid more than actually making a series of it. Because the episodes, it's not about who killed these young two great who killed Biggie and try to kill Tupac. It's not about that. It's about two great legends that lives their lives, how they moved on an everyday basis, and how police behave and move on an everyday basis to track them down, and how they work for them. But you see, they're not really going to show you how they work for them. They're going to show you more how Biggie and Pac people work for them more to their fucking advantage. I know what the fuck I'm telling you because I know how this law works, man. If you read the motherfucking the 48 laws of law, I'm trying to tell you, you will learn exactly what I'm telling you. The fuckery and the trickery and what they make you think and how they deceive and twist a story, a movie, a documentary, a novel. I don't care if it's urban. I don't care if it's a magazine. I don't care if it's a sports magazine. They can twist shit. So for me to sit down and, you know what I'm saying, applaud this in Netflix, I don't applaud it. That's like a spit in the fucking face. You know what I'm saying? You just want to put its and bits and pieces. You don't really want to put what really happened. It's just with the Machiavelli movie, same shit. Why you think Jada Pinkett and so many others were fucking disgusted? But these rapping niggas, these rapping pussy motherfuckers that want to act like real killers. Oh yeah, the movie was good. The movie was tight. The movie was all right. The movie was straight. Blah, blah, blah. Man, I agree with 50. I didn't like the shit. I felt like the shit was a spit on my nigga face. Just simple as that, bruh. I don't care what the fuck they say. It's just what it is. They showed more what they wanted to show. They didn't show the Machiavelli side. They didn't show the real Tupac. They didn't show the real motherfucker, the same Parish Crooks. They didn't show the actual one that we wanted to see. The legend that came and built himself up. It was just more like Suge Knight punking him out and Tupac looking like a bitch. I mean, it was terrible. Jada Pinkett saw the parts where she was in. She was like, what the fuck is this? This didn't happen like this. This wasn't like this. So Netflix now wants to get a piece of the pie and bundle themselves. Hey, let's make a fortune doing this shit. Do a documentary. If you do a series, you know, people are going to demand it more. And while people demand it more, they're going to want more questions, more answers. And they're going to ask more questions. And they're going to have to go deeper and deeper until somebody put a motherfucking bullet in one of their head because they're going too far and they're getting too close to solving a murder that already has been solved. I don't understand that shit. This murder has been solved. We understand who tried to assassinate Tupac. And we understand who killed Biggie Smalls. These people are walking free. There's one that's in jail for being the worst LAPD fucking cop, detective, whatever you want to call him in the history of LA and California. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just showed you the article what Netflix wants to do. You see, they have like episodes that they want to do. That's what I just finished reading right now. They're doing episodes. They got one episode already done. They've been doing this and they've been investigating this and they've been doing reruns and you know what I'm saying, doing like episodes since 2007. But the only thing, it never got to the point where they put it up. They wanted to put it up on Netflix. But now the demand that people are getting to see what really happened between Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Now people want to see it in Netflix. People want to see it all over the fucking world. But you see, but what the show is trying to do, they just want you to get a glimpse and a clap of Biggie's fans and Tupac's fans, how they lived every day and how the cops operated around them. It's not talking about, and it's not trying to solve who killed Biggie and who tried to assassinate Tupac. No, the show is just based on fuckery, if that's what you want to call it. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much, sir. You know, so I'm just letting y'all know, man. You see, when have y'all ever seen me ask y'all for money for Tupac or go to PayPal, you know what I'm saying, and pay for, you know, give me something for, you know, Tupac, you know what I'm saying, for me giving you information and I got too much to do. Y'all will never see me do that because I believe that man's legacy is priceless. You know, just like I respect Biggie, you don't see me, or Big Pun. Y'all don't see me doing that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I won't do it now for Triple Tentacion. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I won't do that type of shit. But at the same time, too, I just want people to understand. If you can build off somebody's legacy, look at all these Tupac hosts. J Mix. And all the other ones that follow him. Reggie White and all the other ones that follow him. You know, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that act Muslims that got shows and say that they Muslims, but they don't know one thing of knowing how to be a Muslim, but they sell it publicly and they sell it socially through the media because it makes money. It excites people. It entertains people. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's a book, not closed. What do you mean by that? You keep saying that. I don't understand what you mean by that. I know it's a book. I know it's a book. If you're talking about his wife, I know it's a book. But if you're talking about what I just read to you, you know what I'm saying? This is Netflix actually trying to put everything together, like I said. So I don't know what you mean by that. But if you're talking about Suge Knight's wife, I know that's a book right there. She wrote that book. The Life with the Knights, I know about that. But what I'm telling you is what Netflix is trying to do. And I just believe they're just trying to eat off of Tupac, man, and Biggie. Why the fuck you gonna do something if it's not to investigate everything and put everything in it? Why? Because they got fucking rules to follow. They can't just put whatever the fuck they want out there because they know they're being wild. And you see, to think that we're stupid, to think that we're dumb, to think that we don't know what the fuck is going on, that's what's wrong with people nowadays. They take us for a joke. And these young activists, they need to get their ass up. They need to start reading more. They need to start compelling their brothers and their sisters more. Listen to me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? This ain't preaching. This ain't misquoting nobody. This ain't disrespecting nobody. This is me telling y'all something, man, for tomorrow's greater future, for tomorrow's greater paradise, for tomorrow's greater, you know what I'm saying, you know, impression and characters of brothers and sisters getting along. You see, if Netflix is trying to eat off of Tupac and Biggie's legacy and want to do a documentary, not even trying to solve the murder for what it is for, then why in the fuck am I going to sponsor something that I know that they just living off the money? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I just believe, and I say this always, if Farrakhan, a brother that I know that it ain't better than Malcolm X and never will be better than Malcolm X, that's just off the table. Let's say if it was Malcolm X. You know what? I'm not even going to take Farrakhan. Let's just say if it was Malcolm X. If Malcolm X had the chance to talk to Biggie and Tupac, them two brothers would have been alive today. Hands down, them brothers would have been alive today. And I don't care what nobody says. I'm just getting real sick and tired of people just trying to just I don't know, I don't know why. Why are you trying to sell your soul? Why are you trying to be so green and just go always with the velvet right side? Always trying to put yourself, oh yes, I gotta go over here with the government, because if I don't go with the government, I won't be able to kiss their ass no more, make the money that I used to make. Why not? Why not? If you have a dream, you can do whatever you want. See, but unfortunately, there's peoples that don't live off other people's legacy like myself. I don't live off of other people's legacy. I want to live off my legacy. So, let's say if I ever become big and Netflix wants to take a documentary of me, I'll spit in their face. I damn sure will spit in their face. You're not going to fucking try me like that. I should be respected just like any other great legend out there that put their life on the line or did something for the right cause. Don't fucking sit here and make me look dumb as fuck when I know I'm smarter than a motherfucker. What is it with people? Do they really understand the methods of going through what people go through? I mean, what did Malcolm X taught us? What was Malcolm X's purpose? Malcolm X was exactly like a brother in the hood when he was in his 20s. I said it yesterday and I'm going to say it again. And you know what happened to Malcolm X when he changed his life? He had this new spirit, this new soul. And he always knew that he had something great about himself that was going to make him superior. But he followed his Allah. He followed the real leaders. And for following the real leaders, what happened? He got murked by his own people and the FBI and CIA. Come on, wake up. And look, now all the dead brothers and dead sisters that were famous or were leaders, now they are living off their name. They're living off their legacy. So what makes you think that Netflix is not going to do the same thing with Tupac and Biggie's documentary? I thought you was trying to give us some closure. Trying to tell us what really did happen that the government or the CIA or even the news or nobody was going to tell us. Some brand new information that we can use. You know what I'm saying? To give Biggie Small's mom some justice, at least. Because I don't feel like Biggie Small has justice at all. I don't feel Biggie Small's mother will never get justice if we don't stand up and do the right thing. What is the right thing? Do a movie in Netflix and don't solve their murders and watch Netflix make hundreds of millions of dollars in their name? Or actually going to the November 16th to the 18th to the Machiavelli movement, which is called the Truth Marathon, and do something about what's going on in today's life, or try to make something happen. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just giving up and just let it happen one time, let's do it every year. Let's do it every year. Let's bring everybody closer. All cultures together closer. Why not? Why can't we sit here and comprehend each other as men? You know, and be successful as men, as brothers. Why we always gotta hate on each other? And that's something just like writing a documentary. If you're gonna write a documentary about somebody, don't put no fake shit up. Don't put no fake shit in my movie. Don't put no fake shit in my documentary. Put real shit. Shit that happens for real. Just like the news. They cut, they edit it, and they put shit in there to make it seem like you're the bad and they all the goody. To make you look like the real suspect. To make you look like the real killer. To make you look like you evil as fuck. Look at the pictures that they pick of you before they put you in the most craziest one. The one that you probably stressing like a motherfucking going through hell. I mean, it is all by the book, in their terms. Yeah, but the book, look where it gets you. I would like y'all to go read that article, man. All you gotta put is Netflix, Tupac and Biggie documentary, and you'll see it right there. But yeah, man, just to sit down here and do nothing about what's going on. Smoking one, you feel me? But yeah, man, it's time. It's time. It's time to do what we gotta do, man. November 8th, November 16th through the 18th, downtown Miami, man. In the morning. And we're gonna do whatever it takes to make something happen. You see, that's why I say I want police officers, they're detectives, homicide detectives, captains, judges, lawyers, doctors. I want people, elites, everybody to go over there. Turn around and talk to a brother that's completely different to you. Tell him how it is, what you going through. And maybe he going through some things at the same time. You know what? It should be more than perfect if it's your first time in the state. You get to meet new people, you get to meet a whole bunch of cultures, and you get to see the historical day that day is gonna be. And we should just continue doing it every year, every year, every year. See, that will make a difference. And after we finish doing that every year, every day, let's get on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay in contact, work together, and let's just go ahead and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Why we gotta stop speaking to each other? Why we gotta stop doing things that we know that is gonna progress the future to be a better future for our kids and for their kids and their generations? Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's all I'm saying, man. You know what? We only got one life to live, man. And I definitely, definitely, I want to go ahead and make a motherfucking difference, man. I really do. I love smoking weed. I can't help that. I just want everybody to know, man, do not live or do not feed off of Tupac's legacy. I don't make a dime out of it, bruh. Shit, I should be making money off of everything else, and I don't. I don't know why. But I can never make money off of Tupac or Biggie Smalls or any of the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? I just can't I can't disrespect like that. We got to come together at all costs, and most definitely, November 16th, Machiavelli movement, man, is a big historical day. Get everybody together. Get the message out there. You know what I'm saying? I already see a couple of people, you know what I'm saying, that are already doing that, so I want to thank them. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Real Tupac Shakur fans, even youngins, you know what I'm saying? Youngins talking, you know what I'm saying? That want to see this happening. We talking about real young activists, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17. Let your voices be heard. What would you like to be done and changed? What would you like to, you know what I'm saying, accomplish? What would you like to see our coaches and other coaches do and change that will make this world better? You understand what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. It ain't about being dumb and being stupid and being ignorant. And ignorancy ain't got nothing to do with a man being black or Latin. Or any cut, or just anybody in general that's a race. Ignorancy is just a dumb motherfucking man that don't understand logic from unlogical. Do you understand? I sit here and I look at a lot of things and I look at life and I always ask myself this question: when I'm next, when I'm finna die. And I hope when I die, the day that comes, I hope that I have all the people that love me and supported me just to say, thank you, Lo, for trying to make a difference. Oh, there's some blue cheese right here. There's some blue cheese, real good cheese. So I'm just basically just saying, man, just read your books. If you ain't read one of my favorite books, which is the Art of War, I suggest you to read that book. There's Viking novels that you can read. There's Indian novels and books and documentaries and ancestries from Egyptians to Christians and ancestry Catholics and all types of books that you can read and get smart. The Art of War, yes sir. The 48 Laws of Laws. I mean, it's just so many books out there. Malcolm X's. You could take Malcolm X's activities like No Tomorrow. They're out there. You can do also, so many other great sisters, so many other poets out there and people that really do this for real. I mean, you can really learn. Why are we being so slow to learn, but so fast to pick up a gun and kill our own brother and then watch high class rich motherfuckers like Netflix put your video in a documentary not to even present your murder, but to actually make money and glorify from it so people can get stuck in la la land and be brainwashed so they can see it, so they can continue making their money. It's just that simple. They just call it for what it is, man. You know that Tupac is the number 3rd rapper, as a dead person, number 3 top selling motherfucking artist still to this day. He's always been in the top 3 of dead artists who sells more records. 75 million when Tupac Shakur was alive, and about 30 or 40 million says he's been Machiavelli, and he's still Machiavelli. So who playing here? Who trying to dodge that bullet? Whoever's in front of all this gun and barrel will catch the bullet one day, and you can bet your ass on that. Need to understand, man, it's our kids that watch us. It's our kids that gonna grow to see this fucking shit that we all going through. And you know what? Our parents warned us, and our parents had it way harder than us. But you know what? We respect people like Netflix to put our peoples out there like we sell us and we fucking slaves, and we gotta sit back and laugh at the fucking movie and cry because we don't know nothing else. I know about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But my main concern is this, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to both of my homies, Clark and you. No, he's not Pop. He's not Pop. Trust me on that one. He's not Pop. And just like I said, Pop might never come out. Pop might never reveal himself, just like I always said. But we know that he's alive, man. One thing that I do know, the FBI is not going to motherfucking play. The FBI, CIA are not going to say, oh yeah, he dead, and not show nobody, no evidence, no nothing. Hell no. They're going to show your motherfucking body, just like they did with Pablo Escobar and all the mother drug king lords that they killed. Simple as that. Tupac, no body, no nothing, no cremation, because they Muslims and Tupac mom and Tupac ain't believing no cremation. Just put everything, add everything up, and you will get 3 X's. So, are we going to put to waste what Tupac taught us? Or are we going to put it to use and make a difference and do something that's going to touch everybody's lives and everybody's hearts? That is going to bring people together from all nations, all cultures, all race, all people. No matter if you have blue, green, hazel, greenish, tigerish, Italian eyes. It matters if I can look at you as a brother and shake your hand and say, we have a problem. Let's talk about our issues. Let's make the best out of a worse situation that can escalate rapidly. There's no need for all of that. Look what's going on with the world. We're going through climate change. These fucking Liberals, they think that just because a brother want to change his life and wants to be himself, oh, you went against the Illuminati, bitch, now we gotta kill you, bang, bang, bang. Now we bring somebody else to replace you. How long you think people are just gonna sit back and just say, you know what, we just gonna take this forever? No, you got people that see what the fuck y'all liberals is doing. And Republicans, y'all just as worse. Y'all motherfuckers are the one that pay the liberals, that do the nothing work, but are the most corrupted, but still, you keep the liberals there just to play the part. You understand what I'm saying? When actually liberals can't top Republicans at no way, and no matter fucking shape, way, or form. And then you got independents, you know what I'm saying, that even Republicans even want to brush off. They're like, ugh, I don't like this motherfucker. He's not with us. Blah, blah, blah. So what do you think they felt about Tupac? What do you think they felt about Biggie? You understand what I'm saying? Remember, who you calling rapists? Ain't that a bitch, you devils? Assault, two-faced stick. Wanna see me locked in chains? Drop the chains, a crooked cop. What's the number? Cost the game. Fucking with a young black male. Trying to stack my head and stay away from the black jams. I told the judge I'm in danger. And that's why I had the 451 in the chamber. Fuck the world. They trying to say that I don't care. I woke up screaming, fuck the world. Y'all remember that song? Tupac was fighting the government. Tupac was fighting states governments. Tupac was fighting elites. Tupac was fighting fucking liberals. Tupac was fighting motherfucking Republicans. He was fighting Congress. He was fighting Uncle Sam. He was fighting the local police, the LAPD, the NYPD, and wherever else he motherfucking went. Tupac ain't picked up his first charge till he was 18 years old. He got his ass whooped for jaywalking. The sue money took so long that he just settled. I think it was for $40,000 to $45,000. So when y'all talk Tupac to me, make sure y'all talk with common sense. Cause I ain't no Tupac dummy. You understand what I'm saying? The same Parish Crooks, the American government name, was an artist, and still is an artist, a genius, who also even went to ballet. Excuse me on that. Even went to ballet classes. No bullshit. No bullshit. The boy was, how do I say this? He was just very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? The type of person that was very intellectual with other people. Not in a gay way, because Tupac wasn't gay. Tupac just knew. Once he signed with the devil, that he would have to take the ultimate sacrifice. You see, Tupac took the Illuminati oath. Tupac signed with Illuminati. That's why that picture that y'all see him in the tub and he got all that gold wrapped around him and he naked, that's an Illuminati picture. That's like saying that Satan has saved his son. Satan has captured his son. Satan has brought his son to the demons and the big devils. Why? Because Tupac was a big, and to this day, it's probably will be the biggest name in fucking rap history. And then Tupac came out with a song saying the same thing I'm talking about. He said, watch how my young soldiers sold they soul. Now these young niggas talking about rapping they fame. It don't feel as real as though. It don't. Little young nigga living the prophecy, ain't seen elementary. It's getting here darker than me and you. What a sweet thing. Falling off death row and Suge Knight told me that I used to be his best friend. I sit back and I think, yeah, can you feel me? Yeah, Lord, coming out, feel crazy, puffing on light. Yeah, at times, what he say? At times it really don't get me high. He got that one from Crazy, the song Crazy, but he flipped it. So, but he basically what he's trying to say in the song is, people can be very deceitful. People can deceive anything and make it sound so good that you wouldn't even know it. And then when you see it on the screen, when you see it on the movie, when you seen it in the documentary, like, hold the fuck up. I ain't said to do this. I ain't said to do this. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck happened here? What the fuck happened here? Why you think in every movie, if they want to, they could do like, little playbacks, you know what I'm saying, of other parts, cut parts that they wanted to put but they didn't put, and actually what they brought it out to be is like a message. All right, man, you already know. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, my dog. One time for my dog Ganja. That's my dog right there. Do what you do, homie. But it just comes to show you, man. It is what it is, man. And just built out of a propaganda and an agenda that is gonna be me feeding off Tupac's legacy, man. Netflix and fucking other organizations that are fucking getting money and racking up money just to live off this man's legacy. Fuck every each and one of y'all. But I'm gonna just let y'all know, man. I gotta go. Y'all just stay strong. Oh, for November? Oh, okay. Well, you know what, man? Buddy, that's all that should matter, dog. As long as you're in contact, as long as you know, dog, that we're gonna complete this and we're gonna do this, that's all that should matter. You feel me? So I'm ready for November. I hope there's hundreds of thousands and hundreds of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that to come. I want hundreds of thousands of people to fucking show up. Like I said, with posters, we're gonna have shirts, we're gonna have all types of shit just in case, you know what I'm saying? But if you want, bring your own food, bring your own beverages, bring your own drinks if you fucking feel like it. You wanna bring tents, whatever the fuck the case may be, make it possible. You know what I'm saying? It's historical. You know what I'm saying? There's always historical things happening, but why we can't do something historical that's gonna mean something? You know what I'm saying? We ain't excluding nobody. Whoever wants to show up can show up without no violence, no killing, no gun, collapsing on the floor or having a fucking seizure. Oh, of course. Of course, we're gonna need that. That's definitely, you know what I'm saying. So that's why, you know what I'm saying. Just try to prepare everything by by October 30th. By November the 1st, everything should be down deckly. You know what I'm saying. So let's see what just happens. You know what I mean, and we'll take off from there. But it can't be no more bullshitting. It can't be no more bullshitting. Now Netflix wants to live off of Tupac and Biggie legacy. You see what I'm talking about? So much they love Tupac and Biggie. Why the fuck they haven't solved the murder yet? Come on now. You think right now if President... I'm about to throw up. I'll say if motherfucking President Bush would have got shot, don't you motherfucking think that they would have found everybody who was responsible for it, who did it, what time they did it, who was connected, not connected, who did this and who did... Man, it would have been a tug of fucking war. But since they got no fucking collaboration, they have no physical evidence, they got no proof, they got no documentation that says, yes, this is what Tupac died, this is what Tupac was buried, this is what Tupac was found, this is how Tupac got murdered. Nothing. They have no physical evidence on none of that. Just fiction shit that don't add up. And more fiction shit that don't add up. You'll be the judge. You go ahead and study and see what you see. I see a lot of fire play in that motherfucker there. There's so much fire play. If you was to grab a cigarette and put every documentation you read, you'll lit that bitch on fire just by the paper itself. Because that's how much fire there is in the so-called Tupac attempt assassination and conspiracies and theories. I have read more lies and more conspiracies on Tupac than any artist in the motherfucking world. Yes, than any artist. I don't care who you are. There's so much conspiracies on Tupac Shakur that now it's like he's one of them, elite dinosaurs from back in the days, you know what I'm saying, that lived 75 million years ago and shit. Every time you bring up the topic, it's like, yeah, man, what the fuck, you remember that? Oh, I seen Tupac's name runs miles, hundreds of thousands of miles across people's heads, ears, hearts, souls, spirit. It's just who he was that made him so amazing, bro. What can you say? And to know when you're gonna die, predict how you're gonna die, predict how you change from one person to another and how you did it and how it all evolved, man. Gotta take off my hat to you, Machiavelli. I just gotta take it off. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to tell y'all, man. Netflix try to fucking live off of Tupac and Biggie legacy now. You feel me? They see everybody is eating, so why not them take a chance? They Netflix, they can make a whole lot of more money. For real, I would love to hear from him too. Who would have loved to hear from him? For real. Who would not love to hear from Pac himself, dog? Shit. Who would not? Who would not, bruh? I know I would. I'm gonna tell you, son. It's not about, it ain't even about preaching. I said that earlier. I ain't out here preaching. It's just facts, man. You know what? Fuck me. Just fuck whatever you wanna even consider to be right or wrong. Do your own motherfucking research and see for yourself. That's all I can tell you. Dig in deep. Read. Look at, like I said, go to American News Service. American News Service and type in Tupac, right, to Shakur or slash Biggie Smalls and everything. You will see everything what Russell Poole and his partner Michael wrote. And everything they documented, all the evidence, everything that they got together from them, their childhood, who they were, who they fuck with, who fuck with them, the whole 9 motherfucking yards. See, I can't get to all the specifics because I be here for fucking hours. Y'all go check it out yourself. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. And if you don't elevate your mind, you will never understand. Never understand.